byproduct and biowaste, which is material generated from food processing, agriculture and livestock production that are not intended for human consumption. This material can include things like animal byproduct, fruit and vegetable trimming, and food waste from restaurant and household. Rather than being discarded as waste, this material can be used as feed ingredient for livestock such as pig and poultry. This practice can help reduce waste and improve the sustainability of the food system by creating a closed-loop system where waste is used to produce valuable protein sources. However, it is important to ensure that these byproducts are safe and do not pose a risk to animal and human health. First, there is a risk of foodborne illness. If livestock feed, byproduct and biowaste are not handled and stored correctly, they can become contaminated with harmful bacteria, such as E. coli and Salmonella. Furthermore, if the animal consume contaminated feed, they may become ill and possibly spread the bacteria to humans through their meat, milk, or egg. To lessen this danger impact, farmers must manage and store byproduct and biowaste correctly. They must also check that feed is clear of any potentially harmful contaminant. Second, there is the possibility of poisonous substances and harmful chemicals being introduced into the livestock feed. The majority of agriculture byproduct and biowaste originate from sources that have been treated with various chemicals, such as pesticide, herbicide, and others. In a situation where these chemicals are not correctly removed from the waste before it is used as animal feed, the substances have the potential to build up in the bodies of the animal, which could be hazardous to the animal overall health. To reduce the impact of these risks, it is imperative that producers obtain their byproduct and biowaste from reliable suppliers and conduct feed safety testing to identify any potentially hazardous chemical or toxin. Lastly, infection disease could be unintentionally transmitted through animal feed. If the byproduct and biowaste that are used in animal feed originate from animals that are infected with a disease, then it is possible for the disease to be passed on to the other animal if those animals consume the contaminated feed. Before incorporating the byproduct and biowaste into the animal feed, the producer needs to perform rigorous disease screening on both the product themselves and the waste they produce, as this will help mitigate the risk. The practice of using food byproduct and biowaste in animal feed can be environmentally friendly and cost-effective. However, it is essential to be conscious of the potential risks and take steps to reduce them. We emphasize the need for innovative approach to guarantee the safe and sustainable use of food byproduct and biowaste in the feed production. For the next point, I will talk about what are some approaches for safe use of food byproduct and biowaste in feed production. So basically, there are some examples that I can give you. It's the use of innovative processing technology to reduce safety risks. This technology can help to eliminate harmful microorganisms and toxins that may be present in the feed ingredient, ensuring that the final product is safe for animal consumption. Among examples of innovative processing technology is high-pressure processing, or also known as HPP. HPP uses high level of pressure to destroy harmful bacteria and other microorganisms in feed ingredient. HPP can be particularly effective in reducing the risk of contamination in raw material, such as meat and poultry byproduct, which may contain harmful pathogens such as Salmonella and E. coli. Aside from that, another innovative technology is microwave-assisted thermal sterilization, or also known as METS, which use a combination of microwave and thermal energy to sterilize feed ingredient. METS can be used to effectively destroy microorganisms and toxins in a range of feed ingredients, including meat and bone meal, fish meal, and other protein sources. Besides that, there are many types of technology that can be used to improve the safety of feed ingredient. For example, irradiation, ultrasound, and ozone treatment. By using this innovative processing technology, it is possible to reduce the safety risk associated with the use of food byproduct and biowaste in feed production, ensuring the final product is safe and healthy for the animal consuming it. This approach can also help to reduce the risk of foodborne illness in humans who consume animal products, as well as reduce the environmental impact of waste byproduct by making them into a useful resources for feed production. Next, I want to talk about adoption of quality assurance program and safety standard and why it is important in ensuring that a feed product is safe to eat. So basically, adoption of quality assurance program and safety standard is a critical approach to ensuring the safe use of food byproduct and biowaste in feed production. Quality assurance program and safety standard provide guidelines and procedure that ensure the feed production processes are carried out safely with the minimal risk to animal and human health. For instance, one example of such a program is the Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point (HACCP) system, which is a food safety management system that identify and control potential hazard in the food production process. HACCP is widely used in the feed industry to ensure the safety of feed to comply and regulatory requirements. Other than that, the development of novel feed formulation using food byproduct and biowaste is another approach for safe use of this material in feed production. By developing new feed formulation, it is possible to use food byproduct and biowaste in a safe and sustainable manner while also providing nutritional benefit to the animal consuming the feed. One example of this approach is to use the insect protein as a feed ingredient. Insects are able to convert a wide range of organic waste material into protein, making them a sustainable and environmentally friendly sources of animal feed. Another example will be the use of algae as a feed ingredient. Algae are rich in protein, mineral, and other nutrients, and can be grown using wastewater and other waste material as a nutrient source. Algae can be used as a feed ingredient for a variety of livestock species, providing a sustainable and nutrient-rich alternative to traditional feed ingredient. Furthermore, there are other novel feed formulations being developed that incorporate food byproduct and biowaste, such as feed pellet made from brewery waste, and feed block made from sugar, beet pulp, and wheat bran. These formulations are designed to be nutritionally balanced and safe for animal consumption, while also providing a sustainable and cost-effective solution for the management of food byproduct and biowaste. Next, I would like to talk about the integration of circular economy principle in feed production involves use of food byproduct and biowaste, in which it is used as a resources rather than disposing them as waste. Circular economy principle prioritizes the reduction of waste and the efficient use of resources and can be applied to feed production by using food byproduct and biowaste as a source of nutrient for livestock. One example of the integration of circular economy principle in feed production is the use of food processing byproducts such as wheat bran, beet pulp, and potato peeling as feed ingredient. These byproducts are often rich in nutrients and can be used to replace traditional feed ingredients such as corn or soil, reducing the demand for new resources and minimizing the waste. Last but not least, an example of successful implementation of safe and sustainable use of food byproduct and biowaste in feed production, which is utilization of brewer grain. Brewer grain, which is the solid waste product that remain after germination and drying of cereal grain to make beer and other goods using malt. These byproducts are a useful sources of feed for animals since they are rich with nutrient, fiber, and other minerals. At first, brewer grain were traditionally largely utilized as feed component for ruminant animals like cattle and sheep. But now, this byproduct can also be utilized as a component in feed for monogastric animals like pig and poultry due to the invention of new processing processes. Due to this, brewing or beer production industry may minimize waste to a minimum and reduce their environmental effect while simultaneously giving animals a valuable and sustainable sources of feed by using brewer grain as a feed additive. In conclusion, the safe and sustainable use of food byproduct and biowaste in feed production is an important approach to creating a more efficient and environmentally friendly food system. By adopting innovative processing technology, implementing quality assurance program and safety standard, developing novel feed formulation, and integrating circular economy principle, it is possible to reduce waste and maximize the use of resources. Through this approach, we can not only create safe and nutritious feed for livestock, but also contribute to a more sustainable and resilient food system for the future.